close the door there? Thank you.
How you doing?
Hi everyone. Just a reminder, we'll be doing a live press conference in here. The daily huddle will be in the room out there, so that will be for obviously the dailies. So if you want to place that on there, and we will get going with the first question. Ashlyn, do you want to get us going when we're all ready? And we're good to go.
Stephen, you've named a strong 26-man squad to prepare for Latvia and then Euro Qualifier against France. Is there important news ahead?
Yeah, yeah. It's quite exciting though as well at the same time. You know, we're looking forward. Obviously, we've known about, you know, when we got the draw initially, we understood the magnitude of it. France, Holland, and Greece, and Gibraltar in the group, and we understand the difficulty with that, but it also provides an opportunity, and it's quite exciting, you know, to have France coming here. France have been the best team in the world over a period now because they won the World Cup 2018 and obviously lost recently on penalties to win consecutive World Cups, and they've been a phenomenal team, and so for them here coming to Dublin, we view it as an opportunity also. You know, it's we've been building our own team for the last 2 years, and I think last couple of years, and I think you know, for this campaign, and we're excited by that, and we understand that not many neutrals would give us a chance really against France because their pedigree and because of what they've achieved, and you know, we're fine with that, and but we are capable of putting in strong performance against anyone really. We've shown that as well.
A player included is Mikey Johnston, on loan from Celtic to Victoria. He got his international clearance last month. What is it about Mikey that excites you, and what do you think he can bring to this Ireland team?
Yeah, I think Mikey is someone I've obviously been aware of for a long time, and he broke on the scene very quickly at Celtic, and obviously played in 4 cup finals before he was 22 and so forth. But he had been out injured for a year, and it was a tough one for him. And you know, when a young player is like that, to lose your rhythm like that and to affect your career, and he obviously seen a lot of players come in and bypass him at Celtic then because they signed so many players, and while he was injured, and yeah, so for him to go to Portugal was a brave step in a way. It's a tough league, a lot of good teams in it, and they're challenging for a European place, and it's not all upward curve for Mike. He has, you know, it's a different culture, and he's played 21 games this season between starts and off the bench, so he has different characteristics that will add to the squad, I feel. But we mustn't expect a major impact in this camp, but it's a good introduction for him. Oh, of course, yeah. We've several players in that position there. It's very tight. Not, you know, a lot of players of playing the championship, and but I think just Callum O'Dowd's form. Callum has been in my opinion, probably has been Cardiff's Player of the Year this year, and I think he's been offers us something different as well. Callum, he's quick and dribbles at pace, and he's very direct, and a different type of player. But Ryan is an excellent player, there's no doubt, and offers different qualities, coming on the inside and playing, and a really good footballer.
Gavin Cooney, please.
Hi, Stephen. Is Adam Eade all right?
No, it's too early to say really, but he obviously got a foot injury, and he had to leave in the first half last night in the game. So he left the ground on crutches, and we'll have a scan tomorrow. Obviously, he had to travel back to Norwich and have a scan tomorrow. So we're not really sure. He asked not to be ruled out and wait and see. So we'll have to wait and see how he is.
Robbie Brady hasn't made the cut. Is that an injury? Is that just your selection decision?
No. Again, similar situation with just the form of Callum O'Dowd and that left wing back position. Robbie had a really good spell early in the season, and I thought it was absolutely excellent for Preston early in the season. To be honest with you, full of admiration for how well he was playing. in recent weeks he's not been in the team, although we did play midweek. And we've been at a lot of Preston's games. We've got a lot of players, so that was just these are the fine margins, you know.
And lastly from me, because Matt Doherty is most of them sitting on the bench of Atletico, unfortunately. How much of a concern for you is his lack of minutes, or can that be addressed before the France game against Latvia?
It's not ideal. You know, it'll probably be between his last game at Tottenham and the French game, for example, it'll be nearly 8 weeks possibly. So it's not ideal. He's shown his capacity to be out of the team for periods and still maintain a high level of fitness, but it is far from ideal, and he knows that, we know that. But these are just some of the challenges that that international football brings, and that's just one such challenge.
Next question, guys. Any next questions for the live section? Ashton, you can go again. Yeah.
How excited are you by the potential of Evan Ferguson in an Irish jersey?
Yeah, you know, I think he's had a rapid rise, really. You know, obviously from briefly playing with Bohemians as a 14-year-old to playing regularly now in the Premier League. So even from our last window, he's made a rapid rise, and I think the characteristics of our forward players are completely different to what they were 2 years ago. You know, all of a sudden we've got players like Chidozie Ogbenya, Michael Obafemi, Adam Ida, Evan Ferguson, Troy Parrott. You know, players with who are direct, quick, and offers can play different ways. And obviously Will Kane and Mikey Johnston, who's a dribbler, so they supplement. So now we've got different qualities in our attack. We've got quite potent attacking players now, I feel, and a lot of potential there. But some of them are obviously had injuries, and that's been an issue as well. You know, some of them coming back from injury, Michael and Troy, for example. And now Adam. So those are the challenges as well. They've not all had, you know, straightforward situations. But Evan, to answer your original question, Evan has been very, very good, and you know, he's made it look easy at times. You know, he's come in and he makes good decisions. He always seems to make good decisions, and he has a variety of attributes. And, you know, he leads the line well, and he links the play well, and he has the capacity to score goals. So those are good attributes.
One more question at the back, Des.
Could I ask, how real is the temptation to starting now?
Well, we'll have to see. Obviously, it's, you know, you can't pick your team too early in these circumstances, because obviously they have the games the weekend, as we've seen with Adam Ida last night. So the games the weekend, and if we're going to come through them okay. And he's got another game on Sunday, of course, and then it's a quick turnaround to Wednesday, to the Latvia game. But you know, we're hoping that he comes through that on Sunday, and that that he can play a significant part in the window. And we need starters and players to come on as well, particularly in the game with the level of intensity of the French game. That for sure we will need that, and that's something that we have to consider.
I think it's 5 days between the two games. So in terms of your selection, have you kind of set in your mind now, injuries dependent, how you would go from one game to the other?
Yeah, I have a broad concept of what the team would be like, but that can change quickly. And I think we've also got to be cognizant of the players, the championship schedule, which has been absolutely relentless, because we've got a peak against France on the championship schedule, which has been relentless. The World Cup has sort of loaded some fixtures, and you know, they've had weeks and weeks of midweek games, and also some of them teams have been in the FA Cup as well. Burnley and Sheffield United, who've been sort of managing championship runs with the latter stages of the FA Cup, so that's been very challenging for those players. So I'll have to consider that with a view to selection on Wednesday, also against Latvia. But we want to be strong against Latvia, and we want to put in a strong performance and bring the confidence from that ideally into the French game. That's what you'd want.
Okay, thanks guys. The Daily Huddle will be in dressing room 4 and we'll go into that. Okay, thank